Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Asteroid Fight Club meeting. And this is a full-fledged, upper notch, take it up a notch, wild weather alert for the West Coast, all the way from British Columbia, Canada, down to Baja California, all the way from Los Angeles to Portland. Because this is going to be a pretty big event. This is technically a dwarf planet-sized severe weather event, KaliCane. That's right. And though I may be of a jovial nature, since Venus just entered Sagittarius after a 4-month stay in Scorpio, this situation is very serious. As you can see, this is the GFS total accumulated precipitation in inches from January 7th to the 23rd. And we are looking at the orange and the yellowish and the beige, which is anywhere from 12 to 24 inches of rain, a foot to 2 feet of rain, over hundreds, if not thousands of square miles of area, or 1,000 square miles of area, which will be a water rain event. And when water accumulates and starts to move, it causes problems and damage in mudslides. And we have had probably the biggest and most damaging fire season in California in modern history. So we have a lot of burn scar areas that will create mudslide problems. And if you were not with us here at Thor News a year ago, I was covering the mudslides, which killed a record number of people. So if you are in these problem areas, it is up to you to stay fully aware, do your own due diligence, and just make sure that you, your family, and your friends are safe. Because I've lived in both South California for a year and North California for a year, most time in Texas though. And it is very hilly terrain. So you do not know where the rain is going and you do not know where the mud is going. So that is why I'm going to stay on top of things for you. When I call it a dwarf planet-sized severe weather event with mixed precipitation, that's because it's true. So this would be like our kind of Jupiter-sized planet of mean sea level pressure, with the deepest of the pressure being in the center, the red. And this would be like our Io, Jupiter's moon-sized planet. Although I got those sizes wrong, probably. They definitely look like dwarf planets, bro. Or ma'am. And it's just a description or a metaphor. So you can't get upset. I mean, you can. You just couldn't get upset logically. Right? And so, it is a rain event. It is a mean sea level pressure event, which means it always has a chance to surprise us by bombing out or just getting deeper than we imagined. And you know what? I think a lot of stars are going to get wet. They're probably hanging out, hung over after the Golden Globes. And Jeff Bridges is a badass, dude. Total badass. I like movies. People can be like, I hate Hollywood. Well, that's fine. I love movies, and I really love good movies. And so this is a wind event as well. You were looking at like 86 miles an hour. Earlier when I clicked it, I found a 91 mile an hour wind gust possibility. And we're going to click it as it moves thing forward. And notice this is a coastal event. This storm is pretty much the size of the coast. The models continue to pull it north. But if you'll notice, it's a lot souther than the models were pulling it north a week ago, as I've been covering the storm for almost 10 days now. And we are still 24 hours away. You have 24 hours to prepare to kind of get, definitely by 8 in the morning, have a good idea of where the storm's going to hit, where the worst of the wind is going to be, and the rainfall totals. And this is going to be another wave after wave after wave after wave, again and again and again, rain pattern. Capiche? That means sabe. Sabe. And so here is the storm that's about to hit. Here's the storm that will be following it. And here's the added moisture, which will be adding in all the craziness during the week. I'm going to do a GFS run just to give you a basic idea of what we're looking at here. And we've got another storm that will be starting to grow over the United States, or it's there. This is already there. It's going to cause a rain event, but I don't think that is going to be as dangerous as this situation we got in 24 hours. So I will do more on that later. But as you can see, oh yeah, before we do this, I wanted to show you the thing that I'm really not worried. Wait, I'm concerned about. Yes, that's right, darling. I'm concerned. Here we go. See if I can explain this properly. See this red band here? Well, when that thing, it's going to be a train of rain. And so it will kind of band up as it slowly moves east. And so whatever spots that thing is going to train up against could drop some pretty heavy, fast totals. And so it adds a lot of variables to the danger possibilities to infrastructure and highways with mudslides and homes where you won't get a lot of the good information until the last minutes, and that you are literally having to be watching this one band right here. This will be wherever this thing is going to train across, that it continues to pull it north, so it puts it south of San Francisco. And so the main areas we're watching for the biggest hotspots, the biggest fast rain totals, are going to be between San Jose and Paso Robles. That's where the models are saying now. I think my theory has always been that a lot of this is based on magma activity. So the areas that saw the worst of the fires, which would be Malibu area, the Woolsey fire area, and then up here by Paradise, we'll probably see areas around there. We'll see the highest of the rain totals, would be my guess. And that's based off a theory that I have that doesn't even count the storm itself. So I'm just saying it goes with the Hawaii as well, when they got 50 inches of rain and then they got a volcano eruption. Same theory, that the volcanoes, fire and ice, man. It's all like Game of Thrones, you know? Speaking of that, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, the top of my heart, the middle of my heart, my soul, my spirit. You saved Thor News again. And in 2019, that's a big deal, man. 2018 was the worst year of my life. And 2019 will hopefully be the best year of my life. And hopefully we can have a great year together by being cool and preparing for shit and making good decisions. Thank you guys so much for all your prayers, all your support, all your help, your donations, your contributions, your cool comments, your I love yous. It all your emojis. Every little bit helps. And we got one thing for me to kick ass the rest of the month. I got $56 to pick up my prescription for my Adderall ADD ADHD medicine, right? I don't know if you've ever seen that movie with Bradley Cooper. He takes a magic pill and then he can do all this kick-ass shit. And the thing is, it helps me concentrate. So when I have that medicine, I can sit down and then work for 10 to 20 straight hours editing some of the greatest edited videos you've ever seen. And so, if anyone I know, I'm super appreciative of paying rent. But I'm saying, if you really love those super badass edited videos that are like little movies, that are 5 to 10 minute movies almost, that are definitely on par with any editor out there in the world, and even a narrative storytelling ability, yes, I would say I'm one of the best filmmakers / video makers on the planet. And technically, it's, I have ADD, and so it's legal, and I get a prescription. So, it is like narrative steroids. So if you feel that's cheating, then that's fine. I'm just saying, that's the next goal. If I can hit that, then I'll be good to go. Then I just need, not much for the next week or two, and we will be kicking ass, I hope. We'll see. Okay, so I love you guys. My PayPal link is at the bottom. And Cranky Weather Guy has done some blogs over the last few days. Like the last week, he did a bunch of work. So I will leave his thing there if you want to go through his blogs to talk about this event. But it's pretty much, try to simplify it for you. It is a shit ton of rain. It will be windy rain. There's a lot of burn scar areas. Just the fact that that it looks like a dwarf planet and a planet. Take the weird weather watch up an extra notch. The atmosphere has been very crazy. We just had a partial solar eclipse, which affects the actual atmosphere and wind flow patterns itself in this multi-layered dynamic system. So take the weird weather watch up another notch, and the fact that it's going to be a wind event the size of the coast. That's not hyperbole, bro. Look at that. It goes from, when I'm putting a 24-hour alert warning on this thing, you have a wind event the size bigger than the whole West Coast that stretches into Mexico and Canada. You have a rain event that is pretty much bigger than the whole West Coast, stretching from Canada to Mexico. Absolutely, it goes from Canada to Mexico. You got a wind event, rain event, and then you have your worst fire. And I covered this extensively. It's what I do. And every time I would show the fires, there would be fires all up and down the coast. California got the most of the media attention, but there were always fires up and down the area because you had erupting volcanoes here and then all along the Ring of Fire except for this area, which has me concerned. And then we had 2 volcanoes start steaming out of the Guadalupe and Martinique Islands, as I predicted. So we are, definitely till this storm passes, and then we have this storm which will come through, and then we got another bomb out storm coming, which I'll cover later. But definitely we got 24 hours. If you're on the West Coast, pay attention to this. And like I said, you got a lot of stars that are going to be hanging out, possibly getting wet. I don't know if it'll stretch into California with some of the severe stuff, but knowing that fires were around there, I wouldn't count it out, and I'd stay on top of it. And Disney princesses, no, I do not judge you. And I love you. And I hope you guys are choosing the right team when you get a chance. Okay, kick ass. And I love Astonishers, Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are amazing. And dang, I'm liking this Venus and Jupiter energy. And I'm liking 2019. I've almost already had more fun in 2019 than I did in 2018. That's crazy. It's only the first week. Okay, everybody stay cool and take this seriously. Unless you don't want to, and then just deal with it, Okay, peace out. God bless everyone. Has Katya tweeted yet? May the force be with you always, and let us live long and prosper together. And Ariana Grande's song, just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. A, I love it, and B, it helped me get through the last 2 weeks, which were pretty hectic, crazy, wild, action adventure-y. Okay, I've said a lot. So here we go. Hit the button, baby. Pretty please.